Neil, take it away.
Thank you. That sounds like such a downer, especially after that cool German road trip story. But we are going to pause for a minute. I'm going to ask you to pause and mourn, ladies and gentlemen, and journalists, Madam Vice President. We're here today to mourn the death of a good friend, somebody who's seen us through the last 300 years of our careers, somebody very important to us, something that is not going to be around very much longer. It's the newspaper advertisement. This is from 1704, in case you're wondering. 300 years, a pretty good run. Starting about 17, 18 years ago, it started to let us down. It started to be a little less reliant, right? $20 billion in ad revenue in 1950, $60+ billion we had in ad revenue in about the year 2000 at the peak. And then something else happened, right? And this is 2012. We're back down to where we were in 1950. And of course, since then, we're much lower down. There were so many years when advertising paid all the bills. You can go in the newsroom and do whatever you damn well pleased. All those things we thought were budget cuts years ago were nothing compared to now, right? Question is, whose fault is it? It's real easy to blame my slimy vulture capital hedge fund, Chatham House, right? Vulture capital hedge fund owners of my company, Amazon, Google, Facebook, our friend Craig. This is the real problem, right? Our advertisers have gone away. They've gone out of business. Macy's is tanking. That chart in the middle is Sears. They're going to be gone by the end of this year. Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy protection, then tried to buy more ads from us, like they're never going to pay for it. So my job is to get I'm the editor of the Mercury News. My job is to get my newsroom motivated. I showed them this. The green line is Sunday circulation, the blue is daily, and the red is our staffing. By the year 2030 something, we're all gone. That's the rate they've been dropping at. And you can sit here and complain, you can sit here and worry about it, you can sit here and mourn, or we can end the damn funeral and actually fix this, which is what we're going to do. So, not just for my team, but hopefully for everybody, we're looking for answers. The whole thing about digital dimes replacing print dollars, forget it. This is my agency team. The thing on the right is this year's revenue. The thing on the left is last year's revenue. That was banner ads mostly. Now it's all sorts of other stuff. All the stuff they're selling is not on our websites, not in our newspapers. That's not going to help. This is circulation. We lose 11,000 papers for every 9,000 we sell. We're constantly selling new subscriptions and constantly losing them. So print circulation is not the answer. This is the answer, the newsroom. Maybe not this newsroom, but the newsroom is the answer. The newsroom is the place where we know how to tell good stories. The newsroom is the place where we know how to run this business. The newsroom is the place where we still know what people want and how to communicate with them, but we got to change the way we behave. So this is a tough one, getting journalists out of bed. Many more people are now coming in at 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning to start doing their jobs, so more stuff can be up online when people are actually reading it. We're putting numbers in front of people so they can watch numbers during the day and understand, not get a memo once a month saying we're 20% behind, but every hour of every day there's a goal. How are we doing against it? Where are we? Are people reading this stuff? Not clickbait, not to get page views and generate ad revenue. Are people reading this stuff? And then if you're a journalist, start using some tools. Make a Google map, build graphics with Tableau, learn how to put a picture onto a WordPress story that is not about foreheads, right? Wrong picture for that story. Teaching people how to publish their entire story, not just think about writing a story and going home. This is stolen from our friends at the Seattle Times. This is how they're thinking about it. Transform the newsroom so it does great work. That engages people. They buy subscriptions, which funds more transformation of the newsroom to do more great work, and it keeps going. And there's a model here. My newsroom right now is a little under $20 million a year to run. Okay, a lot under. If I can get 150,000 people to pay $12 a month, I can run my entire news organization at a healthy profit without print, without circulation, without trucks, without anything. And the trick there is to get journalists to understand marketing. That's easy, right? This is a funnel, right? You buy an ad on the Super Bowl, 1 billion people see it. Some of them become aware, some of them become interested. By the end of the day, they're engaged and 10,000 people buy that car. Yesterday at my shop, all 200 journalists found this plastic funnel on their desks. Awareness, get a bunch of page views. Engagement, get those people to do something. Retention, get them to stay with us. Register with us, give us an email address, send them a newsletter, get them to buy a subscription. And we put a theme together. We said, it's a hard place to live and we love it, right? The Bay Area is a tough place to live. Traffic sucks. Houses are too expensive. Everything's wrong with it. It sucks. It's horrible. We're never leaving. So screw the morning. Let's get back to this. Let's run the business out of the journalism, out of the newsroom where we know how to run it. Get this thing going. Build a business where people pay us what we invented the subscription business hundreds of years ago. Let's reclaim it and get it back. Thank you.